Hi, and welcome to the Chromperfect user training channel. In this video, we'll walk through how to install Chromperfect on replacement computer hardware and migrate an existing data acquisition system. We'll cover what files can be reused, what settings cannot be copied between machines, and the key configuration details you should capture from the old system before you begin. The points covered here apply to moving the same version of Chromperfect and an existing license to a new computer. If you are upgrading to a newer version of Chromperfect at the same time, the overall process is very similar. However, in that case, you will be working with new installation media and a new Chromperfect license, and some files may be replaced rather than reused. Although the steps are largely the same, the exact files involved may differ when upgrading versions. Before purchasing or commissioning a new computer, operating system compatibility must also be considered. Chromperfect versions are often compatible only with specific versions of Microsoft Windows. A common problem occurs when a new computer is supplied with the latest Windows version, and the existing Chromperfect software is not compatible with that operating system. In those cases, an upgrade may be required before the software can be used reliably. For this reason, it is always advisable to check compatibility in advance by visiting the Chromperfect website or contacting Chromperfect staff before replacing hardware. This guidance applies to the core Chromperfect software only. Database-based Chromperfect systems use a completely different migration process and are not covered here. Some larger Chromperfect installations use a client-server architecture, where the Chromperfect software is installed on a central server and accessed by multiple client workstations. While this video may be useful as a general background introduction, client-server migrations involve additional nuances and should not be treated as an exhaustive guide. Although this video focuses on data acquisition systems, many of the same file handling principles also apply to analysis-only installations, such as Unite or Analyze-only systems. Before starting, it is important to understand that Chromperfect is not migrated by copying the program folder. Migration involves reinstalling the software and then restoring user data and configuration. Section 1. Files and information that can be reused. Several types of Chromperfect files can be reused on a new computer. These include raw data files, method files, calibration files, format files, sequence files, and report output files. If these files were stored locally on the old computer, they can be copied to the new system. If these files were stored on a network drive, they may already be accessible without copying. In that case, ensure that the same drive letters or network paths are available on the new computer. Once these files are available in the expected locations, they are ready to be used by the new installation. Section 2. Files and configuration that cannot be reused. Some parts of a Chromperfect installation are machine-specific and cannot be copied from one computer to another. Search directories must be configured again on the new computer. Search directories are user-level settings and are not transferred automatically as part of a migration. Even if the underlying data files are reused or accessed from a network location, the search directory paths must be redeclared inside Chromperfect so the software knows where to find them. For data acquisition systems, instrument configuration must also be recreated. Acquisition services, instrument definitions, data directory assignments, and other hardware-related settings are tied to the local machine and cannot be copied. Registry-based settings and service-level configuration must be rebuilt on the new system. Practical tip: referencing the old system. In most cases, it is extremely helpful to keep the old Chromperfect system available while configuring the new one. The old system can be used as a direct reference when recreating machine-specific settings. If the old computer will not be available during installation, it is strongly recommended to capture this information in advance. At a minimum, consider taking screen captures of the following areas. First, the search directory configuration, so that the same paths can be recreated accurately. Second, system-level settings, particularly if user logons, security options, or user restrictions are enabled. Finally, and most importantly, each configured instrument. Open the Instrument Configuration utility and capture the full settings for every instrument. This includes details such as IP addresses, network ports, COM port assignments, USB identifiers, and any other instrument-specific parameters. Having this information available makes reconfiguration faster, reduces errors, and avoids unnecessary troubleshooting. Licensing overview. Chromperfect installations generally use either a USB license or a fingerprint-locked license. If your system uses a USB license, the USB device can simply be moved to the new computer. Once Chromperfect is installed, the license should be recognized automatically. If your system uses a fingerprint license, the license is tied to the old computer. You will need to contact Chromperfect support to request a new license based on the fingerprint of the replacement machine. This video does not cover every individual configuration step required on a new system. Any remaining setup is completed in the same way as a first-time Chromperfect installation, using the Chromperfect manuals or other training videos on this channel. This video also assumes that the new computer and any network-attached instruments are already correctly configured on the same network. It is not intended as a guide to configuring your computer or laboratory network, but rather to help you get Chromperfect up and running once the underlying system is in place. Once installation, file access, configuration, and licensing are complete, verify that Chromperfect launches normally and that acquisition or analysis behaves as expected. This completes the installation and migration process for Chromperfect on replacement computer hardware. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload new Chromperfect training videos. For more information about Chromperfect or to reach out to our team, please visit our website at chromeperfect.com.